Hi and welcome back to French with Unacademy. In this video we're going to cover 50 of the most common verbs in French. I'll provide an example for each verb so that you know exactly how to use them in a sentence and you can start using them today. These 50 verbs are really important, especially for beginners and intermediate learners, so make sure to watch until the end of the video and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one. And before we get started, don't forget to download the Unacademy app where you can learn French with easy and fun everyday lessons. Alright, let's start with the most common verbs the French speakers use all the time. Number 1, être, to be. For example, je suis à Paris or je suis à Paris means I'm in Paris. Number 2, avoir, to have. For example, tu as un ami means you have a friend. This verb is also used in various expressions that we covered in a previous video, such as avoir de la chance, to be lucky, or avoir tort, to be wrong. Next, we have the verb faire, which means to do or to make. For example, qu'est-ce que vous faites ce week-end? What are you doing this weekend? The next common verb is aller, which means to go. Je vais au supermarché, I'm going to the supermarket. And if you want to ask someone informally if they've been to Paris, you can use the verb aller as well. So you can say, tu es déjà allé à Paris? As you can see, this verb is conjugated with être in the past tense, passé composé. Next, we have the verb dire, to say or to tell. For example, je dis la vérité, I'm telling the truth. The verb voir means to see something or someone and sometimes to meet. For example, je ne te vois pas, I cannot see you. The verb vouloir means to want something. For example, je veux t'aider means I want to help you. The verb pouvoir means to be able to do something or can do something. For example, tu ne peux pas travailler ici, you cannot work here. The verb devoir translates to have to or must. For example, je dois partir, I have to go, I have to leave. The next verb, venir, means to come or to come from somewhere. For example, il vient avec ses amis, he's coming with his friends. This verb is also used to talk about a recent past action. For example, je viens d'arriver means I've just arrived. Note that this verb is also conjugated with être in passé composé. The next verb, savoir, means to know or know how to do something. For example, je sais que c'est vrai, I know that it's true. Je sais nager, I know how to swim, I can swim. The verb prendre means to take something. J'ai pris le métro, I took the metro, or I took the subway. You can also use this verb to order something. For example, je vais prendre un café, s'il vous plaît, is a common way to order a coffee. The next verb, arriver, means to arrive. For example, il arrive à l'heure, he's arriving on time. The next verb, passer, is a very common verb and it has a few different meanings. It can mean to spend time, to go past somewhere, to drop by somewhere, or to take an exam or a test. For example, elle a passé l'après-midi à la maison means she spent the afternoon at home. The verb sortir means to go out or to leave a building or a place. For example, tu es sorti hier soir means you went out last night. As you can see, this verb is also conjugated with être. Let's move on to the next set of common verbs. The verb mettre means to put something or to put something on when talking about clothes. For example, je mets une veste means I put on a jacket or I'm putting on a jacket. Partir means to leave. Je pars demain, I'm leaving tomorrow. The verb appeler means to call someone. J'appelle mes parents, I'm calling my parents. Manger means to eat something. Elle mange du riz, she eats rice or she's eating rice. Boire means to drink something. For example, il boit du café, he drinks coffee. The next verb is dormir, to sleep. For example, j'ai bien dormi, I slept well. Écrire means to write. J'écris une lettre means I'm writing a letter. Lire means to read. Elle lit un livre. She's reading a book. Connaître means to know someone or something. For example, tu connais cette ville? Do you know this city? The verb attendre means to wait. J'attends le bus. I'm waiting for the bus. Before we continue, let's do a quick lesson on the Unacademy app. I already have a streak and you can maintain yours by doing a quick lesson on the app. It's an easy and fun way to brush up on your French. So let's start our short lesson.
Now let us learn how to talk about a few common breakfast items.
All right.
Tartine. Tartine is a slice of bread, often toasted. In French cuisine, it's a common breakfast or snack item.
All right.
The French word sandwich is spelled exactly the same as its English equivalent, sandwich, making it a perfect cognate.
All right. So it's a masculine noun, by the way. Let's pick tartine
Tartine.
and sandwich.
Sandwich. Sandwich.
Mon
Mon
sandwich.
sandwich.
Une tartine
Tartine.
et
Une tartine et un sandwich.
let's go back to the verbs. So the next verb we have is chercher. It means to look for someone or something. For example, je cherche mes clés means I'm looking for my keys. Trouver, on the other hand, means to find. J'ai trouvé mon téléphone. I found my phone. The verb croire means to believe. Je te crois means I believe you. Aimer means to like or to love. J'aime la musique. I like music. The verb jouer means to play. Elle joue au tennis. She plays tennis. Ouvrir means to open something. J'ai ouvert la fenêtre. I opened the window. Fermer, on the other hand, means to close something. J'ai fermé la porte. I closed the door. Next, we have the verb rester, which means to stay. Je reste à la maison. I'm staying at home. Keep in mind that this verb is also conjugated with être, so you should say je suis resté and not j'ai resté. The verb commencer means to start. Il commence à midi. He's starting at midday. Finir, on the other hand, means to finish. J'ai fini mes études. I finished my studies. Parler means to speak or to talk. Elle parle beaucoup. She talks a lot. Écouter means to listen. Il écoute de la musique. He listens to music or he's listening to music. Regarder means to watch. Je vais regarder un film. I'm going to watch a film. Next, we have the verb apprendre, to learn. J'apprends le français. I'm learning French. Comprendre means to understand. Je ne comprends pas means I don't understand. The next verb is penser, which means to think. Qu'est-ce que tu en penses? What do you think about it? The verb rentrer usually means to go back or to come back home. For example, you can ask, tu rentres à quelle heure? What time are you coming back home? Or what time are you going back home? The verb acheter or acheter means to buy. Elle a acheté une voiture. She bought a car. The verb se sentir means to feel. For example, je me sens bien. I feel good. Travailler means to work. Il travaille à la poste. He works at the post office. The verb porter means to wear something or to carry something. For example, elle porte des lunettes means she wears glasses or she's wearing glasses. Habiter means to live. J'habite en Suisse means I'm living in Switzerland. Changer means to change. J'ai changé d'avis. I've changed my mind. Next, we have the verb marcher, which literally means to walk, and it can also mean to work when talking about devices. For example, ça ne marche pas, it's not working. And finally, oublier means to forget something or to leave something somewhere. For example, j'ai oublié mes clés à la maison. I left my keys at home. So these are 50 of the most common verbs that native speakers use all the time. These verbs are really important, and mastering them will take your French to the next level. I know it's a lot of information to learn, so feel free to come back to this video as many times as you need. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.